touched every inch of that rim.
Lillard a three. That's Morant. He spins. Morant scores. And the timer expires.
Steps back, fires a three.
Ooh, what's going on? Witty P coming back with another one. Let's get it. We up at the basketball court. We'll talk some hoops and we'll talk about some guards that's gonna have some bounce back seasons. Yes, these guards I feel like have bounce back, years. You seen the thumbnail? Damian Lillard. Got Darius, Garland, DG. You got Ja Morant. I feel like these guys will have bounce back seasons, and for different reasons. And I feel like depending on how these guys play will determine how far their team can go. Not entirely, but they'll play, a big part. They'll play a big part. For the Cavs is Darius Garland and Evan Mobley. For the Bucks is how Lillard and Giannis can coexist together. They second year together. And for the Grizzlies, Ja Morant, him getting comfortable with his big man Eddie. You got Bane, he's a good player. So you bring Ja back into the fold, with Jackson. You got a dangerous Memphis squad, and that West is deep. So talk about these guards. And I'm gonna start with Damian Lillard. I feel like Dame Dollar, he had a lot of personal issues going on, with his divorce, shit like that. And it affected him on the court. Even his body. I don't think he was in the best of shape, Damian Lillard. He put up a lot of points, but wasn't efficient. Had a lot of, streaky points during the season. Have a good week, not so good week. Damian Lillard was streaky, this past season. And like I say, I don't think he was in the best of shape. His finishing around the basket wasn't what it, typically is. So I feel like Dame definitely going to bounce back. He only shot, 42% from the field, like mid-30s from three. So that's not Dame. We know he's the second or third best shooting point guard after Steph, depending on if you got Kyrie second or, but Dame is right there behind Curry. We know that, especially with the range. But some people may have Kyrie as the second best shooting point guard after Curry in today's game. But, they both right there, So Dame definitely got to get back to himself, Dame Dollar. And him and Giannis really find their groove together, that pick and roll, and really find out, where each other like the ball. There's certain spots on the court. Milwaukee can be dangerous. They can be dangerous because I know Giannis, he's been, hurt the past few seasons when it matters most. So I know he's going to, want to come back with the vengeance as well. Giannis going to come back with the vengeance as well. And they got some additions, Gary Trent, and, so we'll see how Milwaukee play out. Damian Lillard play a big part in that, how him and Giannis coexist. So Dame Dollar, he going to have a bounce back season as well. And you got Darius Garland, DG, for the Cavs. He broke his jaw. So he lost a lot of weight. He broke his jaw early in the season, maybe 15, 20 games into the season against Boston. And he was never the same player. He said he was playing catch up, the rest of the season. He had a jaw injury. Then he can't remember, he had another injury. Darius Garland, another small injury, but he was never himself. He said he was playing catch up the entire season because his previous 2 years, I know people say him and Donovan Mitchell not a good fit, but he was putting up the same, numbers when Mitchell got there that he did his 1 year he made the All-Star year when he averaged 21 points, 8 assists. He averaged that the first year with Donovan Mitchell. So I want to see a healthy Darius Garland, play with Mitchell, and you got Evan Mobley still developing. So I think Darius Garland still has some upside. He does. Because a lot of people say, Mitchell and Garland can't play together, but Garland's numbers didn't really change much in Mitchell's first year with the Cavs. It was the second year when he was dealing with the injuries and things like that where he took a dip. So I still think that Mitchell and Garland experiment can still be examined. We still got to look at it, see how it play out, because you still got Mobley developing. But I will say this: if Evan Mobley if you're not questioning is Mobley the best player on the Cavs, they probably won't go much past the second round because Mobley has to take that next step where he's dominating on both ends, and you say, shit, Mitchell scores the most, but Mobley's actually their best player. It has to get to that point for the Cavs where you say, Donovan Mitchell, yeah, he put up a lot of the points, but Mobley's their best player. A guy that you could dump it down low. He's either going to be a foul or a bucket. He gets you 20 points per game, 10 rebounds per game, and, he's dominant on defense. So until the Cavs are saying that about, Mobley, they won't be, going too far. I still feel like Garland can develop, but Mobley has to ultimately be their best player. He does. And he may not be able to with Jared Allen down there. Maybe he needs to court to himself as far as the spacing and things like that. So see how that play out. But I definitely feel like Darius Garland to have a bounce back season for sure. And you got Ja Morant. More so, it wasn't on his on-court performance. More so just suspensions, injuries, shit like that. Because when Ja on the court, motherfucker dynamic, motherfucker explosive. Ja Morant is everything in a bag of chips. You know what I'm saying? So I think him playing the full season, he up there with the MVP candidates. See, we give Anthony Edwards this love, but Ja Morant played a big part because he wasn't there. So what they say, out of sight, out of mind. So with Ja Morant getting back into the mix, shit like that, you gonna have everybody saying shit, and Ja, they right there, because we kind of, I ain't gonna say we forgot about Ja, but we kind of gave Anthony Edwards all that love when Ja would have been splitting that love with Ja. Ant, I gotta be real. Ant got a lot of love, and rightfully so. He was balling out, but when Ja get back in the mix, motherfucker gonna be like, yeah, Ant and Ja, they gonna be going neck and neck, for the best guard in the West and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? For the next generation, shit like that. So talk some hoops. Ja definitely gonna have a bounce back year. He just gotta stay out of trouble, stay out of the bullshit, and stay healthy. So the job be cool, because he on the court, he dynamic and he gonna lead his team. Ja is. He definitely gonna lead his team. So talk some hoops. Guards have bounce back seasons. Yes, Damian Lillard, Dame Dollar, DG, and Ja for sure at the court. Talk some hoops. I love it. Can't check me. That's what I do. Comment, like, subscribe. Best way to help us share the video. If you're entertained, hit that cash out, baby. That's what I do. Talk some hoops. You can't check me anyway. We are.